Hey guys, it's going to be a pretty important video here. I just want to state a few things. This video that I have up on the screen is a video, one of my first videos I've done. Uh, Probably like the 10th one in. A message to the world. Now, I break it down in the very beginning here, Deuteronomy and Bible verses, okay, that state that God will raise up a prophet amongst his countrymen to speak the words from his mouth unto all nations and all people. Okay? A prophet. Big difference between a watchman and a prophet. This is what I want to point out. See, a watchman, if he does nothing and stands by and does nothing and warns no one, and something happens and that person is killed or taken by the sword, that watchman is now responsible for that man's blood or that woman's blood and must, the Bible tells you, give your own blood from your hand as consequence. If you don't believe that, look it up. It's in Isaiah. It's in all of them. It talks about the watchmen and what their responsibilities are. Now, one of your responsibilities is not to run around and planting, and let me repeat, your responsibility as a watchman is not to run around, or as a prophet, to run around and implant indirectly, subliminally, words representing certain people, infecting their minds with hatred and poisoning their hearts. That is incorrect. And you know I'm talking to you, Rap the News. Now, I just watched your other video. The truth is hard to swallow. For some people, it is. Now, I could say the same. Truth is hard to swallow for people. I do agree. I'm not trying to tear down your channel. That is not my goal. You stated incorrect facts. You didn't even ask me what my whole goal was. You could have messaged me as a man and said, "What is your deal?" And I could have, if you would have watched my other videos, I broke down what my deal was. But you didn't watch my other videos. You jumped the gun, jumped to conclusions, and posted the first thing you saw that somebody told you about. I'm just trying to prove that the words that you're using and the way that you're using them is wrong. At least some of the words you're using are wrong. And I have all that. I'd like my viewers to go over to this video and watch this video. All right? Not many of you would have watched it now because it's an older video from 2017. You guys want to see something new. But this here will give you a complete breakdown of what God's plan is, what he wants done for you, for the people. Okay? Now, let me bring you over here. My only goal is, Mr. Rap the News, and I'm addressing you, is you are a very intelligent man. And thank you for the end of the video where you spoke on that. I appreciate that. It's very respectful. So let's jump back a couple rows because I've got quite a few rows. I've got some copyright strikes. They didn't like what I've done. I'm promoted by Sony on certain ones, you know, from the beginning when I use their music. My whole point is, let's jump back here. All right, down here, these two right here. We're going to zoom in so you guys could get a clear look. This one right here, proof, 4/15/2018, and you can't deny this. Okay? Just watch these two. Just watch these two. Rap the News. Because I made these two videos in light of you. Just for you. Let's forget about the image of what Jesus Christ looks like, because they're all wrong. But we all have to have something to use as an interpretation of what the Bible's talking about. So we're using the most holiest figure that represents Jesus Christ. Now, I know that Jesus Christ isn't white and he isn't black. All right? He's of an in-between tone. He's got the skin of bronze, the hair of wool. I understand what he looks like. I know what he looks like. I know what Christ looks like. I've already died twice. In fact, I've gave my testimony. It's in my work. But we have the same goal at hand. The same goal. You can't deny the goals that we have. We're reporting the war. I talk about the weather. I prove things that has already taken place. I go to the Bible. I prove that that's real beyond the shadow of a doubt. Damascus on the 4th. Damascus thing is on the 4th, right? This is what I tried to show people. It was on the 4th up here in this new video. I made a thing for Genesis for people to understand, because you can't understand the ending without the beginning. So by interpreting it, by giving them something to see with the words, the most accurate vision, what we know, definitions for things, like what pillared is, the word pillared, or the word lawless, or the word Gentile, or the word demons, or devils. We're looking these words up, and I'm proving that nowhere's in the words does it say anything about the white or the black or the Chinese. It doesn't say. You understand? It doesn't specify. That's all I'm saying. So if we could push past this Gentiles thing, I appreciate you not calling me a Gentile in your last video you just made here. So let's push past this Gentile movement. Let's focus on nothing but positive. Focus on getting the word out. I mean, we got to come to some sort of understanding, like you said in the video. Nobody's trying to shut down your video. Nobody wants to shut you down. I said it because if you don't stop implanting the seed of hatred in people's minds to poison their hearts, then I guess the next steps would have to be taken. And believe me, it's not hard to tear a YouTube channel down. I've never had to come to that source. I've never had to do that except for all these other ones. I've made videos on the ones that I said. You get a chance and you see them pop up on YouTube, report the thing. If it's about sexual explicit shit, if it's got anything that doesn't sound right or look good, period. On Facebook, YouTube, wherever it is, it's got to go. And I've asked people to help tear them down. So, believe you me, and people have been tearing things down left and right, because I don't know if you've noticed, but YouTube has been thinning out. Okay, the herd is being thinned out. And only the pure and righteous ones are going to stay. The ones that speak the most accurate truth and prove what they're saying. Not giving their own thesis of what this statement means in the Bible, but actually proving that this Bible statement in verse is real. Get it? Israel is real. That's what I'm trying to say. They cannot shut you down if it's real. Now they say do a fact checker. Well, I'll do a fact checker. When the Bible verse speaks of the sun, the stars, and the moon, and I'm putting the Bible verses down with pictures, and I want to post that video, they're going to make me go through a fact checker. And guess what's going to happen? They're going to pass it because I've got facts inside the video. You've got to provide the facts in the video. That's another thing I'm trying to say to you. I don't get copyright strikes very often. And when I do, it's because I do a report on a music video or a movie and I'm exposing certain things. And some of them let them ride. Most of them have been banned worldwide, especially the ones where I proved that they've been promoting hatred and racism in their music videos. I get banned. That video that I make on it gets banned worldwide. You see? So they're against us getting out the truth. We understand it. Now, let's put the chopping block aside. Let's not roll the dice when it comes down to the Bible. The Bible is very important in all of our lives. But if y'all hadn't seen it, I'll bring you over to the videos he made on me where he plays only look at this. All right, the white guy in a devil suit, right? With Satan is busy. He said, this guy is pissed because I read what the Bible said about Gentiles, and he blames me for what God states. No, absolutely not. You're wrong. You're wrong, Mr. Rap the News. Gentiles clearly states different. Non-religious, people of adulterous, people that commit sexual sin, people that kill, rob, steal. People that don't follow the commandments of God are Gentiles, not whites, blacks, or any of that. You prove to me that it says white man in there as the Gentile. Prove to me. Just prove to me that it says he's the devil. You can't. You can't. I'll make another video on this. But in this video right here, he goes into, at the end of it, like within an hour after making that video, he must have had a guilty conscience and figured that this video was going to get him some repercussion from my videos. Alright? Now, a message to the world will take precedence over these videos, period. And if everybody watches this video, they'll understand the anger that I display over people's stupidity and hatred in seed planting. That's what I hate. That's what angers me. Didn't God say that he would show anger out of love for his people but he was angry, and he's not doing it out of hatred, but he's doing it to show you something? That's right. So when you only focus on one video that I made about you, Rap the News, and not the other videos that I made about you, it's easy for people to believe everything you say until they see the rest of the videos where I break down the things that you're saying, the reason why I'm complaining. That is what you're failing to show them. You're failing at that. So, like I said, I'm not going to say it again. This is going to be my last video about any of this. He who watches this to the end, let it be known. I need not make no more videos on Mr. Rap the News. He won't be bothered. He doesn't bother me, no matter what he does. But I want us to put that sledgehammer aside and stop beating on each other's feet. Because if we're constantly dodging each other, we're not going to be able to get the word out. And I understand you're right on one thing. You know, channel bashing is not good, but I don't consider it channel bashing. I consider it truth telling. It's the truth. Have a nice day. In Jesus Christ's name, amen.